Hello guys, this is Code Beginners and welcome to the 17th tutorial. This Code Beginners in which our CSS lecture will be introduced, CSS and overview, and let's get started. First of all, we will look at syntax for the syntax. CSS syntax is different from the HTML you are used to, but don't worry, it's easy to pick up, okay? So one thing important you need to remember that you need to end each property value with a semicolon. That is pretty important. If you don't end up with semicolon, then it will not end and it will refer to the next line and it will be in the same line. I mean, no matter what, no matter how much lines you will write, it will consider as one line. Okay, I hope you got the point. So let's move to the next slide and let's see what it is. So one selector, many properties, and many selectors, many properties. Alright, so let's see what it is and what it is all about. Let's open our Sublime text and then we'll go into stylecheck.css file. And you can see that here I have one header and one paragraph property. So let's move it and let's start from the beginning, and I'm going to tell you with an example. Okay, so let's write here property, selector. We are supposed to write here selector, and then the curly brackets, and then we'll write here property, okay, and then here will be value. So that is just an example here. Selector could be anything. It could be paragraph, it could be header, it could be anything, and the property could be anything, like it could be color, it could be font color, it could be font size, anything like that, and the value could be 25px, and it could be for color, it could be red, it could be blue, it could be green, anything. Okay, so don't forget to end it up with a semicolon. I hope you got the point. So now if I just replace it with the original ones, what we have to do, I will just write paragraph B. Okay, so that is basically a selector, and in property, let's say I write font size. Okay, font size. Alright, so that is basically the property of paragraph, and let's write a value. Let's give it a value of 24px. Okay, so that is basically a value, and our CSS style sheet file is now have a property, and you can. So we are pretty much done here, and this is our one selector and one property. But we can have one selector and many properties, and that could be, let's say, font, and let's give it Verdana. Alright, so that is our second property, and one selector, many properties. Okay, so let's copy paste it like this and just paste it. Now you can see that we have two selectors and many properties. Okay, so same like that it could be, I mean, let's change it to H1. Alright, so that basically I want to give you basically an idea about what it is and how the things are going to be done. Okay, so let's move to the next slide, but before that I would like to give you a tip. Okay, so if you have adjusted your browser zoom tests involving font size and height will not, so in that case that I have already told you about font size, so height will not be correctly, occur. Okay, so to solve this, if you are using Mac, then from Mac you will have to type command plus 0, or if you are a Windows user like me, then you can just press control plus 0. Okay, and it will simply reset the view. Okay, so let's move to our next slide, the importance of the semicolon. Okay, don't ever forget to write semicolon in the end of every line that you have wrote. Okay, that you have written. Anyways, so as you start adding more and more property value pairs for each CSS selector, it's important to remember to put a semicolon at the end of each line, because over and over you are writing the properties, you are writing the value, then just make sure that it won't mix it up. Okay, you won't mix it up. So just make sure that you have put the semicolon at the end of each property and hope you have got the point. I have these slides available, and if you want these slides, then you can just simply email me and I will send it to you. Okay. So also don't forget that curly braces that I have shown you, these curly braces. Okay. Without that, your CSS file or your CSS is not gonna work. So next is comments in HTML and CSS. This is our last slide of today's lecture, and comments in HTML and CSS basically, I have told you earlier in my previous lectures about comments in HTML, and the comments are basically something that you write for your easiness. I mean, whenever you look at code, you will remember that I have done with this. As compiler, or you can say the browser will not render this. I mean, browser will cover this up, will render this and compile this. But if you write a comment here like this, okay, so you can see that all the colors have been vanished. That means now it all has become a comment. Okay, so let's write here HTML and let's end the comment. Okay, now you can see that HTML isn't gonna work because it has not any color. Because if I remove it from the comment, you can see that its color become white. Yes. So basically that is a comment, and comment doesn't have any meaning, and it doesn't have any effect on your browser or your compiler or your program or your anything. Okay, so I hope you have understood. So that was our HTML drawing, and in CSS you are supposed to write comments in that syntax. Okay, like that, like here I am, and just then simply stare at them and show that this will be your comment in CSS. And comments have a very important role. If you have given your code to anybody or somebody out there, and he will come to know easy, and it will be easier for him to decide that what is in this code if you have mentioned each and every line with this comment and a simple explanation of each step that you have done and of the following steps. Okay, so now that's it for today, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.